Hello out there. My name is Mark Allan Gunnells, and I am the author of the Crystal Lake Publishing novella When It Rains. Today I am going to enthrall you all with a brief reading from the novella. When It Rains has to do with the mysterious rain that begins to fall in a small southern town and soon all across the world. And it focuses on one set of characters in a university bookstore cafe and the paranoia and fear that begins to arise among that group pertaining to this mysterious rain. So again, I'm going to do a brief reading, and I hope you enjoy it. Behind the registers, Tony and Yolanda stood gazing at the monitor. Across the counter were a group of half a dozen customers, including Tony's husband. Tony had briefly introduced them after he'd called Pamela over and told her what he'd read on his phone. She had decided it would be best to get the news up for everyone to see. As she took her place behind her two employees, a news anchor with architecturally coiffed hair and a neutral expression appeared on screen and began laying it out for everyone. For those just joining us, we continue to monitor the unprecedented meteorological event which seems to be happening throughout the world. At present, we have confirmed that in 18 different cities, in 15 different countries, a so far unidentified substance is raining down. The substance is thick and gummy. We are not even sure at this early stage if the substance is water-based. Here the anchor paused, putting a hand up to her ear, obviously listening to someone speaking to her through an earpiece. I am being told that we have confirmed 6 new cities reporting the rain, with more possible but not yet confirmed. You'll see the names of the confirmed cities on the scroll at the bottom of your screen. Folks, you'll have to bear with us. This is all unfolding in real time, and we are doing our best to provide you with developments as they occur. Apparently in Washington, D.C., where it started to rain just a moment ago, members of the Agricultural Department have mobilized to collect samples of the material and examine it. This is also happening in Atlanta, headquarters of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. In fact, I think we have someone from the CDC on the line to tell us what steps they are taking. The CDC, Yolanda said, turning to Pamela. Why would they be getting involved? Pamela didn't answer immediately, partly because she didn't know for sure, but also because the guesses she could make had implications she didn't really want to consider. Dr. Argentine, an English Lit professor for the university, used her hesitation to further his own opinion. Perhaps they suspect the substance may contain some kind of bacterial contagion. This led to some gasps and panicked chatter among the customers, but Pamela raised her voice and said, "That is speculation, and I suggest we don't get worked up about this until we know more." "Could be biological warfare," said a middle-aged customer with a balding head and an expanding gut. "I always knew it was only a matter of time before somebody tried to wipe us out with some kind of man-made virus. The Chinese tried a few years ago with that corona thing, but failed, so maybe they're trying again." Great, Pamela thought, a conspiracy nut, just what we need. A male student wearing a maroon tee with the school's night mascot on the front laughed. "It's happening all over the world, on every single continent." "Could be it got loose like in that Stephen King book," the balding customer said. "But how could they make it rain everywhere?" asked an older woman. "I mean, terrorists can't control the weather, can they? Although I do remember one time on General Hospital." "Everyone calm down," Tony said in a voice that was firm but reassuring, and Pamela could have kissed him in that moment. "We'll just leave the news on. No reason to start spinning crazy theories when they'll let us know any important information." Baldy, as Pamela started to think of him, grumbled under his breath, something about fake news and should be watching Fox News, but he didn't share this with the group at large. Tony's husband, Vincent, she thought his name was, held out his arms, 2 slime towels in each hand. "Biological warfare or not," he said, "I can't stay in these clothes." "Is it okay if he picks out an outfit and changes in the bathroom?" Tony asked Pamela. "I'll pay for that and the towels." Pamela smiled at Vincent. "Certainly. We don't have much to offer in terms of couture, but we have an endless supply of hoodies and sweatpants." "Any port in a storm," Vincent said, returning her smile before heading out further into the store. Yolanda, wringing her hands so hard Pamela feared the young woman might tie her fingers in knots, said, "I'm off at 2, but I don't know that I should go out in that stuff." Pamela put her hands on the girl's shoulders. "Relax. Like Tony said, let's just watch the news, see what they have to say." The radio, still in Tony's hand, squawked with static. Then Jessica's voice called, "Pamela?" Pamela glanced toward the cafe and saw that people had started to reform the line at the counter. Perhaps it said something about the human spirit that even in the face of circumstances that could not be explained and could potentially be dangerous, people still needed their fancy coffee drinks and baked goods. Of course, Pamela thought as she headed toward the cafe, she wasn't sure if what that said about the human spirit was positive or negative. And there you go, just a little taste of When It Rains from Crystal Lake Publishing. I hope you will give it a try, and thanks for listening.